From wherever we are, we acknowledge the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia, recognising their continuing connection to this land, its waterways, the stars in the skies since time immemorial. We pay our respects to the elders, knowledge holders, and to all the generations of First Nations peoples who have nurtured their unceded sovereign lands for over 80,000 years and continue to do so today.
G'day, I'm your host Charlie Arnott, an 8th generational Australian regenerative farmer. And in this podcast series, I'll be diving deep and exploring my guests' unique perspectives on the world so you can apply their experience and knowledge to cultivate your own transition to a more regenerative way of life.
Welcome to the Regenerative Journey with your host Charlie Arnott.
Jade Miles,
hey,
welcome to Grounded, and welcome to the Regenerative Journey. That's my old spiel, isn't it? Jade, tell me, you're involved with the committee. You're a committee member.
Working group. Call it a working group.
Yeah. Tell me, given you've had a lot of exposure to who the presenters are and what they're going to be talking about, I presume, is there anyone you're particularly interested in listening to, seeing, smelling, viewing in the next couple of days?
Feeling. I loved listening to Felice Jacker this morning. There wasn't a huge amount in there that I probably didn't already know or have a strong inkling towards, but it was wonderful just to hear how she actually interprets and communicates that in a really accessible way. So she was magnificent, and watching the faces of everybody in there just have these aha moments was brilliant. And then, of course, the Rebanks, both James and Helen. I'm chatting with Helen this afternoon about whether or not it's actually sustainable if no one's doing the off-farm work. And I think that's a really important conversation to have, to bring that untold, often female story to the table. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to those bits.
Is there anything that you've heard already that you're going, I am so going to go home and do that, I'm going to make that phone call, look up that website? Is there sort of some actionable things that you've gone, wow, that's cool.
We've worked with AFSA at Sustainable Table for years and years, but Tammy Jonas, I heard her say as I walked past her tent, if you are not a member of AFSA by the end of this event, then something's wrong with you. So I am actually going to go home and make sure that we as a farm are AFSA members and that Sustainable Table is an AFSA member. We have been in the past, but these are the sorts of things that you just need a bit of a kick up the bum to redo.
And tell me, it's been how many sort of months of planning has gone into this? I imagine quite a few.
Yeah, I reckon we're at about the 9-month mark.
And it's a sister festival of Groundswell.
Groundswell, that's right. We would have loved to have called it Groundswell actually, but that didn't happen. That's okay. Grounded is the Australian version, and next year my understanding is it'll be on the mainland, which will be fabulous. Look, I think there's events of solidarity are so bloody critical for these far-flung farmers who are pushing boundaries with the way they make their decisions and the culture that they're portraying, that bringing us together for solidarity, if nothing else, is just so critical.
And could there be a better farm to hold Grounded in its maiden year?
No, and how is this weather? I did nearly step on a snake about a minute ago, but otherwise, it just has turned on an absolute treat. And I've just noticed that there is a great big G that's been slashed into the paddock up there, which is just magnificent. And there's a bit of foresight, which I'm always impressed by for event organisers, because there's so many moving parts. No, they've done an amazing job. Matthew and Sadie really need to be thanked, and I think the gratitude is oozing from everybody.
And thank you to the working group, to all the team here at Fat Pig Farm for putting it on. I'm looking forward to next year's mainland event, wherever that's going to be. Let's trust it'll happen. 300 this year, 5,000 maybe next year. Hey?
Watch this space, if only. Imagine there were 5,000 people that wanted to come together for that.
Jade, thanks so much.
No worries, thanks.